Hello and welcome back to this one chunk Minecraft challenge. I okay, admittedly, I lied last time. I was not just going to use the water for the crops. In fact, this is really what I'm going to be using it for. I need a proper mob farm. And that's not just a layer of my mountain here. I need something that I can eventually get a witch and get villagers. Of course, I'm also going to have to find gold. Hopefully I don't have to go all the way into the nether to get a couple of golden apples, but if I do, then I do. Now, I've already done an awful lot of digging, and I am sick and tired of having just these tools right here. It's just, it takes way too long to do everything. So I think now is the time to try to get some villagers. Because really, the villager is what is going to make this work. If I can get a villager, then basically this all becomes just a little bit easier. Really, I need 2 villagers. Now, after spending a little bit of time making this thing and dying an awful lot, once I accidentally activated it before I needed to, this is all that I can get through this current farm. It's actually a fair bit. I had forgotten that I can actually get redstone, especially now that I can regularly get, well, semi-regularly, get witches, because they drop both redstone and glowstone, which is going to make everything just a little bit easier, a little bit more renewable. But in order for this to actually work the way it's supposed to, I need to go down to my old mob farm, the not very good mob farm, to be frank with you, and I need to clear it out. So let's go ahead and take a couple of these bows. Let's take one. We'll take that as well. And another stone sword. And then we are going to go downstairs and clear out this not very good farm that I have working here. And just like that, we can open this back up. I think eventually down here, this is where the iron farm is going to end up being. But for now, this is just kind of the extent of what needs to be done before I can really start working towards getting our ender pearls and that sort of a thing. Of course, it's going to take time. I might actually end up having to rebuild this because this seems like the only or the best way currently to get ender pearls. But in the meantime, we'll just go ahead and use what I have now. Perhaps eventually we'll start getting some endermen in there. I kind of doubt it, but we shall see. So right now, really the only thing I need to do is just grind. Do some more grinding for materials. Hopefully get some of what I need. And what I need being a bed to sleep in, which would be very nice, because I still haven't done that. I haven't had to deal with any phantoms, but that's just because I'm exceptionally bad at this game. But also, what I need are some villagers. Now, I don't really know how often you find chicken jockeys, but I seem to have found another one yet again. So I'm going to count myself as a little bit lucky here. If I can just get this chicken off. There's that. and then I can get him in with the other one, and then we can start breeding these things up. Here's my final chicken. And if I just move him in, there's that. There. Yes! It's about stinking time. But I think we are to the point. Almost destroyed everything again. And my very first time sleeping. So let's do just a little bit more work once again. Now if you'll notice, I do have just what I'm looking for in here, which is, or at least the first part of what I'm looking for in here, which is, I believe that purple right there, a witch. Now this isn't ideal, but I have blocked off right there. I blocked it off so we're not getting any more. And then it's just a matter of getting this guy to chase me, which I don't think is going to be too big of an issue. And once I get him to chase me, I think I'll have him chase me down the stairs. Actually, I'm going to have him chase me underneath. So let me go ahead and we'll clear this area out just a little bit. And then once we get this all cleared out, it should just be the simple matter of breaking him out and running, really. And then once that happens, I'm actually going to put him all the way, or as far over here as I can, perhaps even underneath the porch. That might actually be a great option. Come. Ouch. This is going to kill me for sure. But we've got him in, which means he now will not despawn. But now that I've died several times and have the witch where I need him to be, it really is just a simple matter. Oh my goodness gracious, what is happening with that? It's just a simple-ish matter of getting a couple of zombie villagers, and I'm well on my way to getting golden apples as well. I think the fastest way would be to go into the nether to take care of that, but I think this is just the easiest way of doing it. So let's go ahead and work just a little bit more, build up some of my XP once again, and then when I find what I need, which is those 2 villagers, then we can really start to work on making this place a little bit better. After an awful long time of just messing around, I think we finally figured out the best way to do this. See, there have been several times that this thing has been blown up. And the reason we will actually find in one of these boxes here, right here. So basically what's going on, I believe, is a skeleton sees me, shoots, and hits a creeper. The creeper then blows up, and that creates all of these music discs, which, whether or not I have every single one, including this one, this must be a new one because I don't remember it, but I think we're going to need to make a jukebox just to listen to at least that one. I've definitely heard the other ones, but I need to listen to this one as well. But the goal here is functionally just to make enough gold, because I'm sure you can hear down below, directly underneath here, here is record of a little mishap, but directly below here we've got a witch, and just over here we have 2 zombie villagers. Of course, I need the golden apples, and I need the weakness potions to make them into regular villagers. And once that happens, then we have all of the iron we could possibly need, because we can make an iron farm and a villager breeder. Exactly how we're going to fit all of that into this area, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is something that is doable. So let's clear this out. And down here, you'll actually see something else very interesting happened. We had a visit from a wandering trader. Of course, because I don't have any ability to trade, I just killed him. But we did get leather from it. So we actually just need 2 or 3 more times of that, and I can get a bookshelf. So from here, I believe this can make 3 books. So we just need to figure out a way to get paper. And I think that might actually be something we have to wait for yet another wandering trader, because there is no sugarcane in this one chunk here. Not ideal for sure, but doable. I'm sure you've also noticed that there is a lot different here. Part of it being these little blocks. This whole thing is a little bit different. And the reality of the matter, well, and this down here, the reality of the matter is we had a bit of a mishap when I was transporting the last zombie villager down here. See, I got him down, no problem. Then I did something really, really stupid. I've still got all of these up. So what I had been doing, once they dropped down, is I would come up here, knock a block out, and then put 4 blocks in to block it up so that you couldn't get any more mobs falling. And then I would take an axe and just one by one kill every single one except the zombie villager. No problem at all. And then I would just break it open, let him follow me downstairs. No harm, no foul. The problem was when I came back. So I'm sure you can imagine, I came up the stairs, heard all of the zombies and all of the mobs, and thought, oh, you know what, I can get some XP here, or maybe even get a little bit of gold from the gold armor. And I went up and I broke all of those blocks again. Well, when I did that, they started pouring out the hole that I made to get the zombie villager out, because I forgot to block that up. And so now you have 10 or 15 creepers. You've got tons of all the other mobs just slowly making their way down. Yes, so we had all of these mobs running around, and, well, I died a not insignificant number of times. But I think we've got that figured out. Also, the mobs kept seeing me and exploding. So I think we've got that all figured out now, and it's just a matter of the slow but sure, slightly grindy process of building back up my chickens, because I actually only had a couple left over. Oh, thanks. And then once I can do that, I can even make an infinite chicken farm, which is what I need to do. So let's go ahead and sleep, get some of this rain away. I had to put my bed all the way down here because the mobs are too close. But now that we've got this done, I think it's about time that we don't go into the nether, but we make it all the way down to the bottom, make our nether portal, and even keep going down so that hopefully soon enough we can find some diamonds, because I would like to have much better tools. But before we can really use much of those diamonds, we do still need to figure out a way to enchant. So we need a diamond pickaxe to mine obsidian. We do need a book, but I don't think I want to use my leather for that. Well, we will figure things out there. So let's go ahead and do a little bit more breeding up of these guys, a little bit more just grinding for, not necessarily levels, but grinding for gold. And when we get finished with all of that, we will come back. Admittedly, I'm not 100% sure how these amplified worlds work, but I think it's about time to try to figure out just how far down this goes. We do know where the end portal is, which is all the way down here, and we've left a lot of the ores here for hopefully getting Fortune 3 pretty soon. So we know where the end portal is, but we don't know, or at least I don't know, exactly how far down this world does go. So I think that's going to be the next process, and figuring out the roof of this, of course. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and take a look at that end portal area, because I did find a couple of things in there. It wasn't too exciting, but I figured I'd show you just in case. So there did happen to be a chest in here. The chest was actually in this area right here, right there. Now, there's nothing else in here, I don't think. And there doesn't seem to be anything else over there. There is a chest right there, I see now, but I can't get to it. I wish I could get into there. Actually, maybe I could. Ooh, actually, this could be something that I do later on, because I think if I block all of this out, I might be able to get that in there and then push blocks towards me. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. Or, ooh, I could use a fishing. Yeah. I'm going to make a fishing pole. But I think right now, especially because I'm making this, try to go down as far as I can, we're going to have to move these lava sources. But we don't actually need diamond tools in order to make a portal. In fact, we just need this, a bucket and the water directly above. That's why I covered all of this up, because I wanted to make sure that no matter what happened, I could make this water come all the way down and it would be no problem. But if it all turned to obsidian, we had a problem. So this is where we're at now. So let's go ahead and start digging, and we're not going to stop digging, hopefully, until we reach bedrock down at the very bottom of the world. Hold on for a second. This is actually kind of a big deal. If we can get these slimes to come to me just enough, then, and I think we can, then we can actually get slime in, yeah, we can actually get slime in our area here, which is honestly a really big thing. And as you can see, we've made it all the way down to the exact same -59. Now it's just a matter of making a bunch of stairs, working our way all the way back up, and I think after that we are just going to make and take a dip into the nether. Now that I've got everything that I need, I think it's time to just take a little bit of a foray into the nether. Now, I didn't find any diamonds on my way down at the very least. It doesn't mean there isn't any in this chunk. I think the likelihood is that there is somewhere in this chunk. But because I have water which I probably should get a bucket of right now, and I've got plenty of lava, I should be able to get this done without too big of an issue, and I think I'm going to put the portal right here. So let's get this started, and we'll just start off getting this as far away as possible because it does scare me just a little bit. We'll take off all of these pieces, and we'll start with this. And just like that, perfection. Not a single piece out of place. Well, ignoring that, we still had enough obsidian to go around. At least I didn't place one in the middle here, because had I, that would have been a problem. We are going to go to the Nether. So we are still right here. I think I'm in the middle of a crimson forest. Ah, here it is. I am not, unfortunately, in it. Let's see if I can dig my way up and out. So this was the Nether Fortress that I was talking about, which is nothing there. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to spawn-proof everything we can in this little chunk and see if we can avoid actually going out of this chunk, even in the Nether. Because it's possible we can get one or two to spawn somewhere along this stretch of Nether Fortress. And then we use this to bring them in, kill them, and get the blaze rods. But there's a lot more to do in between now and then. Namely, I still need actually, let me go back in. Because I think the main goal here is I could use this area to get gold as well. Yes, I could. Yeah, and then if we get through all of this, then I think that will be enough for us to turn our zombie villagers. So let's do this really quick. I don't remember if I can mine that with a stone pickaxe, but I think that's going to be what we're going to try right here just to see what happens. Oh, we do actually get some. And after getting a few stone pickaxes and another stone sword, I think we're ready to just do a bit of a mining session there in the Nether. So let's just do a little bit of a time lapse as I do that. After mining a little bit, I do have 12 gold ingots plus a little bit of gold nuggets. I believe I've got 2 more gold ingots from smelting down armor up there, which means we are actually very, very close to being able to make 2 golden apples for... I don't remember if I put that gold back. If I didn't, well, we're gonna look and see. We're gonna look and see. Oh, thank the Lord. I think I lost 6 nuggets. But honestly, not near as bad as it could have been. So I guess it's just time to keep going. Holy cow, am I an idiot. After spending an awful lot of time here and even a little bit in the nether, we do have our 2 golden apples. Of course, the issue now is I need to figure out how to make the witch throw potions of weakness rather than potions of harming. Now, okay, let's try this again. Okay. Ooh, I think that got them. That did get them. Okay. No. Oh, it got one. It only got one. Okay. And now that we got this whole process done, I think that's just about all the time that I have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, feel free to like the video. If you didn't, please let me know down in the comments below what I can do better, and I will see you again next time. Bye.